What's up, fellow clashers? Pauline here, and coming to you from the end of our just current war with Nad of Clans. And I did another video as far as our first loss that we had, just the war before this, not an arranged war, but a completely mismatch in our opponent's favor. So you can check that out, see what kind of bases they have. Unfortunately, the attacks got wiped out, but as you can see here, the attacks were not wiped out, and we pulled off with another victory. So 54 wins and 1 loss. So we're back on track again. Pretty sloppy war on our part. Could have done a lot better. We should have gotten a perfect on them. There's no reason why. They had one Town Hall 10, but I think and the difference between this Town Hall 10 and the other one is it's still a very hard 3-star. But we should have at least got 2 stars on it. Possibly if the attack was done really, really well and thought out and everything went well, we should have been able to get a 3-star on this from our max Town Halls, Town Hall 9s. If a max Town Hall 9 attacks it, their royals are incredibly low. I think, what is it, 5 and 6, and their expos are level 2. Their Infernos are level 2, so definitely a tough base to 3-star, no doubt. But we should be able to at least get that 2-star in there, and at least a minimum of 1-star. So kind of dropped the ball there. Dropped a couple 9s. There's a 1-star on 9, a 2-star, and 1-star. So we should have been able to clean those things up. The rest were all 3-starred. We'll go into the Town Hall 9 attacks and just go ahead and show some of them. I do want to show some of the anti-3 on Town Hall 8s, but I think I'll do another video on that at another time. Probably using some of these attacks here. I wish I had the attacks from the other war. They had some decent attacks on our anti-3 bases, so it would have been awesome to show that. And I think these guys got a couple of good attacks on our anti-3s. I'll ask the guys if it's okay for me to show them. So we'll start off with Ebalin, who gets a perfect war, 6 stars, but this is probably my second favorite attack of the war. He's coming all the way up from number 11 to go ahead and hit these. He has kind of mid-level, low mid-level heroes, 10-10. Uses a quad quake with a stone GoHo here, and brings 3 heals for the hogs, and he really wants to get that nice push all the way into that core. He wants to make it, obviously, take out the queen, which will happen very soon. Sends the golems in there to start. He holds one back, but starts funneling them to get them towards that queen, get them in there. Starts doing a couple cool 1-for-1 trade-offs with those hogs. Kind of smart. Lava Hound pops in their clan castle, which is going to be a little difficult for the queen to deal with, and those wizards. So they're going after that. And rages up the king there, uses the ability and starts wiping things out. Knocks the enemy queen out. But as soon as that enemy queen goes down, which it does, they can send the hogs in. And he's got 21 hogs, I think, left after these 2, or 19 left after those 3. So they go flying, which is unfortunate, but sends a couple more in. These the kill squad's still making its way through. I think a couple of golems or golemites are up there. Queen's still completely up without an unused ability yet. So that's definitely good. Hogs trigger a single giant bomb while standing in heals, and then trigger the other one. The double giant bomb set 1 by 1, which is perfect, standing in heals the whole time. Still has 2 more hogs left. Still has 1 more heal left as they're making their way through. The queen still has not used her ability yet, so it's looking just fantastic at this point. Pushing their way through this. The hogs are still going. Still has 1 more heal left over. Doesn't technically really need it, as that golem is tanking for both all those point defenses, the Tesla, the archer tower, the cannon, and then they all converge, and it's just time for cleanup. Queen still has not used the ability, uses it there just to speed things up, not necessary, just to make things faster. Excuse me. So great attack, great 6-star, which we'll see in just a second. Uses the same thing against their number 3. And just crushing it. Uses another stone GoHo. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This time he does bring a jump instead of the quad quake, so that leaves him with 2 poisons, which unfortunately is not going to help him against this specific lava hound. But he is going to go ahead and use that the archer trick, where he goes and anchors on that building, and then goes and uses a healer to heal up that lava hound, or the archers against the lava hound. So that lava hound will be taken completely out of the picture. So, he'll go ahead and use wall breakers to get into that first compartment. Still has that jump left over, sends the queen in there, sends the king behind it, and as all of his golems deployed, they reroute into that first compartment and trigger a double giant bomb set, which already is great because it's going to make it so much easier for the hogs and the 3 heals left over. Uses that jump to get through that 2 Teslas, which is, I think, going to turn into quad Teslas in a second. There we go. And start sending the hogs in. I mean, while those expos are all pointed at the golems, kings, and everything else in the kill squad, you can go ahead and send the hogs in there and let the kill squad tank for them. As he's doing, uses that first heal and sends some more hogs to back it up in a kind of surgical manner, clockwise around the base. The queen is still up without with an unused ability, still has her ability left. And, heals where that giant bomb set is going to be at least 1, but maybe 2. And the hogs just path right through it, so I guess there's no giant bomb there. Tanking that expo, it's doing some work there. But uses that that last heal to kind of push through, and doesn't need to heal the giant bomb spot because it's already been triggered. So, good job, and it's eliminated the pathing there. They should, maybe just a couple might pass through. We are on cleanup mode, so we're going to go ahead and keep going here. Queen does use the ability, and just basically can swag those 2 poisons. That Lava Hound still did not go down, so it was completely out of it. So very, very nice attack. A nice 6-star war, man. Way to step it up. We're going to go ahead and skip the 2 stars. We'll go to number 6, GoVaHo, we're going to see, with 3 heals and 1 jump. And he's going to use double poison. Leonidas is going to go ahead and take out their number 6. Use double poison for their clan castle. And do a surgical clockwise on the hogs, which we'll see. So we'll speed up the clan castle kill. Uses the double poison for that. Drops the other one on the dragon. Dragon goes down, and it's time to go ahead and send in the golems. So he's going to use a shattered, which is just 2 golems in there. Start making a wide funnel, and drops the queen to start helping with that and getting towards the compartments in the core. Go ahead and take out that builder hut left over there. And the jump is put down, so the golems will reroute, and as well the king, as well as the queen. So everything will go. There is, sends the Valkyries in there, start making their way towards the core. We'll take out that queen in just a second, and the queen goes down. And then it's time to go ahead and take out that king too. So they'll get aggro on the king and start knocking him down. And as soon as that queen went down, it's time to send in the hogs. Sends in the mass amount of hogs just here. There really isn't any spots for double giant bombs or giant bombs, so you can do that and send all your hogs in one area, as well as spring traps. You can see that's such a compact base where he sent those hogs in. There is no problem with being able to heal them up and watching the spring traps and everything else. They will start to get to the point here where there are some giant bomb spots and spring trap spots. But at that point, almost all the defense is completely gone. Still has the queen completely up, full health with ability left. King is still pounding through the wall, tanking a little bit and goes down, unfortunately. But there's hogs. He still has about 6 or 7 hogs left with just a couple of defenses left. One of them being splash. Do hit that giant bomb, unfortunately, but they're too close to the splash damage to the mortar to be hit, so it's no big deal at all. So they'll make their way through it. Queen uses her ability to speed things up, and we are in cleanup mode. So swags that heal. It could have used the heal to heal his hogs up, but no need. So very nice attack to Leo there. All right. The number 2 was my favorite attack. This is number 7 is my favorite, and it is our all-star Danker. Who just hit Town Hall 9 maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago, if that. I don't remember. Very, very recently. And he's going to smash their number 7 with basically a level 2 queen, level 4 hogs, and just the basic spell. So he's hitting this base with a little bit more than the Town Hall 8 army, which is just impressive to hit a Dragonflower base with max expos. And, I think this base has been hit 4 times before he hit it. So this was, by guys with a lot higher army and everything else. So he's going to bring a GoVaHo. I don't even think he has a jump spell. If he did, it's probably level 1. So he's got to use wall breakers, use his quad quake to open up that huge core. Notice right here, the lava hound is, pops in the clan castle, and take a look at this. He's used minions and others to create the funnels, with, I think, brought 0 wizards. So he's used his minions to create the funnel, and he has absolutely nothing that can hit this lava hound. He's starting to deploy the hogs in there because the queen's down, and there's nothing that this lava hound can do. So he's still holding his queen back, and everything's being tanked in the middle there. So we'll just go ahead and unfreeze it there and check it out. I mean, max quad Teslas, tri Teslas. He's deploying these hogs before the queen goes down, but he does have another heal left over. And, those Valkyries will go hone right into that queen, knock her out real fast, and, sends the hogs in on the 6 o'clock area position, and still has one more heal, and is super, super patient. Most people would have healed by now, but he knows there's very little defense that is getting hit, those hogs are getting hit by, as the kill squad is still tanking those Valks. Still has his heal, drops his queen now to start doing cleanup on the side like a wizard, and still has that heal left over, and he's going to drop it right now. And those hogs are just going to go ahead and run through the rest of this base. No more heals, but there's only 2 more splash damage after this cannon. They just have to push their way through that. Drops another minion to start that funnel. Has probably at least 6 or 7 hogs left over here. They will not be hit by that mortar. I think he has like 7 or 8 maybe. And that lava hound's going to do 14 damage every second to these hogs, which is going to be nothing. Even though their health is very low, it's not going to take them out or anything. So he's got this whole cleanup going, so we'll just go ahead and speed it up, and watch that as everything goes and does the cleanup on there. They're definitely not going to pop that lava hound. It's nobody's going to be able to do enough damage for that, and they'll go ahead and clean up that. So just, a super impressive, very well thought out, very well executed attack with the perfect army composition: 8 Valkyries, 0 wizards, some minions to where the wizards would be, and and the rest hogs. It's just, that's fantastic. So great attack. Definitely one of my favorites I've ever seen, actually. Even though it was not a max Town Hall 9, wow, that's just very difficult to do. So let's go ahead and check out Huck's attack on number 8. He's going to use a LaLoon. And, this moral of the story here is, if you are doing defense, do not set your expos on ground, because Huck will come and completely crush and demolish your base with a LaLoon. Makes it so much easier when you got max expos that are completely taken out of the equation with lava hounds and loons. So he's got to get in here. He's got to take out a couple of those air defenses and that archer queen. Lava hound again pops out. It goes and uses the poison to kind of speed up the process of taking it down and getting it. When the lava pups come out, will hopefully still be up, and be able to do that. Drops a heal down there to take care of his kill squad, lets it go a little bit further, and he's going to go ahead and take out the first air defense now, take out that king as well, and that queen will take the jump, and she will take out the enemy queen. So everything's working out just great. We do need that queen to go down. Okay, 2 air defenses down, 2 queens down. Time to go ahead and send in those lava hounds and do the raid. So that queen is kind of sacrificial. It's not going to be able to withstand all that point defenses, but sends 2 lava hounds from the 6 o'clock and 1 lava hound from the 10 o'clock position. Sends the loons behind and rage, and they'll go ahead and take out the expo and the cannon. The other ones will follow up and sort. Needs to rage up those loons to get through that tri-Tesla core, as that will go ahead and tear through those balloons. Sends the last lava hound in there, and we'll go ahead and tank for that for those loons a little bit more. Lava hounds have busted. One last lava hound still is up. I don't think it'll bust. The expo is going to go down because it cannot defend itself pointing towards the ground. and it's just cleanup mode. So he does have a lava hound, which I don't know how much health it has left, but it doesn't really matter because there's nothing else that's going to pop it. The balloons have tripped all the other black seeking mines, so it would have been crushed even further if the lava hound busted, but that's fine. A nice attack. Just 3 or 4 more. We're going to check out 9, and I think Matty J had a 6-star war, so good job to him. He's going to use the GoVaHo, so he's going to bring golems and witches and wizards along with hogs. So these are, I think, are level 2 expos. Uses the quad quake to, get pushed in there and open up that core pretty well. I think that even opens up that, see, it opens up the portion to the town hall as well. So he's got about 45% of this base open. Sends a shattered entry in there with a max golem from the clan castle. Brings 4 of his own witches that level 2. And, rages them up, and they'll start tearing through these defenses with all those Larrys. And the queen will walk her way through, king will walk her way through, and triggers that clan castle. So does not have any poison, so that rage needs to do it. Those Larrys will confuse the dragons and the loons. I think he does lose a couple of witches here to the dragon, and that's all right though. I mean, the clan castle is taken care of by these witches, and he sends the hogs in back end with 1 more heal after this one is dropped. And they'll make their way. They'll push their way through this core. Not too many spots for giant bombs. I think 2 of them have already been triggered. 3 of them have already been triggered. And no, maybe 4 of them. I'm not sure. So no, I think there's 3. But the enemy king is still up. But those Larrys will definitely do a distraction for that. They'll focus on those Larrys, and everything will reroute into that where the town hall was to take out that king. The Larrys will do that. No problem. There's that 4th giant bomb that the hogs trigger, standing on life support, but there's nothing else that's going to take them out. All the defenses are gone, so we'll watch everybody do the cleanup, and the witches and queens shoot through the wall. So very, very nice attack. And let's skip to number 11. And we'll check out Ryan using a GoHo. And he's going to bring 3 heals and 1 jump to get in there. No quad quake, 2 poisons. And I believe he's going to use his poisons versus the clan castle. So we'll go ahead and speed this up as he takes the dragon and the loons out. And they go down, and he sends a shattered entry in there. Not sure what he's bringing in the clan castle. I think it might be another golem. But splits it very nicely, so it's time to go ahead and send the queen in there, start taking down this, send the jump in, so everything reroutes, takes that jump, and he'll go ahead and send a couple, or 1 or at least, is that clan castle? Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what he sent in there. I think a max giant, but I don't think it was all giants, so I think it was witches, maybe. So max witches, so he's going to bring a GoVaHo too. Same thing. So very nice. It's it's a semi-ring base where they're going to start walking around the sides, take everything out there. That jump is very nicely placed, so it gets them into that core, into the town hall, and everything else. Send some back-end hogs with some heals to go ahead and meet up with that kill squad. All the hogs are deployed, but he still has another heal left over, and he's going to have to drop that pretty soon. Most of the defense is targeting. He is a little late on that heal, but does save most of his hogs as they go flying anyway. So that last defense in the bottom goes down. There still is 2 more that are up, and that is the cannon and the wizard tower. So that hog is taken care of by the giant bomb, and he has 2 more hogs left over to go ahead and take out that cannon. So it does not go down. That Barbarian King is still up, but will be distracted by the Larrys. Queen is still up with her ability, so that's going to be no problem to take care of all the rest that's here, especially with that Golemite tanking, and everything else goes down. So very nice attack. Okay, just 2 more, and we're all finished. So Maddie ends up with a 6-star war, like I said. He's going to use another GoVaHo here with witches. Same basic composition, just throw in a couple goblins, and let's do another quad quake here, and get into the core. So he'll go ahead and start deploying his stuff. Use the quad quake to open it up. Not tons open, but opens up a nice portion of the base. Sends that max golem in there to start tanking, and a hog in there to grab the lore, I believe. So it'll take care of that that cannon, and then jumps in there, grabs the lore of the dragon and the loon, and he starts to sending his queen in there, which starts going for a walk with the witches and everybody else. So it's not optimum, but that's fine. It's going to work out fine. The king uses the ability, and those wizards are going to be on top of that dragon and loon. And the queen comes back and rejoins. The witches are doing the witch walk around the edge of the base with the other wizards. And it's taken a little bit of time for it to get this clan castle down, but queen still does not have to use the ability, as there is a couple witches there that it's distracting with those Larrys and triggering some splash. So that's fine. The hogs are already sent in as the enemy queen is down, and still has one more heal left over. So he'll heal up where the splash damage is. Most of the point defenses is hitting the kill squad there. But he's going to be able to push through the rest of this base. He only really needs to worry about that last cannon there. And they'll go ahead and take that out. And the kill squad, the Golemite, is tanking for that archer tower. Is shot down before the hogs even get there. And we're on cleanup mode. The walking witches and wizards around the base have cleaned up most of the edge. And there's only that one little blast builder hut left. All right, so save the best for last. Just my second LaLoon, and pretty brand new Town Hall 9 base here. Does have 2 expos pointed down, which is fantastic for LaLoon. And I'll go ahead and send the giant in there to tank for all this. There's tons of point defenses, the expos, 2 archer towers, a whiz tower, and a cannon. I sent 4 hogs, could have gone with 3, just wanted to make sure. That was a big deal for the raid, so wanted to make sure it went through instead of ruining it and not being able to get that low air defense down. So I'll start sending in the minions for the funnel, push these the kill squad into the core max golem and the clan castle, drop the jump down there over the Tesla and the air defense to make sure that the king and queen can get in there and take out the enemy queen. And they need to take out that air defense as well, which is going to be no problem for them. King knocks down the queen there, and we'll use the ability and take out that air defense right after. And at this point, we're just kind of in the LaLoon mode. So I'll send the first Lava Hound, start triggering all the Teslas in there. Send the other one in from the 2 o'clock position to meet up with it, and send the loons from behind to go ahead and rage them up and to get them through that Tesla core. And at this point, right now, the only mistake I make is this was way late. There still is a Lava Hound tanking that air defense, but these loons are pushing through pretty quickly. So I need to send that other Lava Hound from the 6 o'clock position up to this air defense, as you will see in just a little bit that it's going to start firing on my loons. And that's not a good thing. I should have sent it in probably about 10 seconds ago, maybe even 15 seconds ago, as they're taking out quite a bit of these loons. It's unnecessary. I do send that Lava Hound in now, and it should have been the one that was eating all that stuff. But I do have another 4 or 5 loons in here that will go ahead and take care of that air defense. Lava Hound is not popped. They'll take care of that air defense and start moving their way through the Teslas, through the expos. And the Lava Hound is tanking for that archer tower, which will do us the favor of popping it in just a couple seconds. And I get that nice pop right as the archer tower goes down, and we'll just go ahead and help with the cleanup. The rest is history. This base is completely crushed. Very nice raid. I think I am 2 out of 3 on my LaLoons. My first one was completely botched attack, but the last one went very well, and the one before that on the war where our recaps were wiped out went very well as well. So anyway, hopefully you got a chance to see some of these attacks, take them, being able to practice them, get your 6-star war and your 3-star attacks.